and cyborg. And it was in very muted colors. We're not vibing with the art.
Yeah.
No.
So these.
Online. Huh. Is it no Charlotte today?
It doesn't.
You think he just forgot?
There's a chicken.
Jake?
Mm-hmm.
No, Jake
I
said
think
he
he
would
can.
be here.
Oh.
Yeah. Are we ready?
Charlotte, I'm not sure about.
I just push OK, right?
I'm sure, but she may be in Texas.
I'll do that right. I hope it's recording.
Let me check it.
All right, we will call our library board meeting to order.
Jake Niles is absent and Charlotte is absent. Nikki,
Here.
Matlin,
Here.
Austin.
Here.
All right, item 2, consideration, discussion, and possible action to approve the minutes from December 4th, 2024 regular meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from December 4th.
I'll second.
Nikki,
Yes.
Matlin,
Yes.
Austin.
Yes.
Consideration and discussion regarding the financial reports.
I love balance sheets.
That makes one of us. As far as summer reading program goes, are we good there? Do you have all the funding that you would need?
We do, and Friends donated some
gonna-
to us, so we're sitting real pretty there.
When does that start?
Friends' funds or?
No, the.
Oh, summer reading?
Yeah. Is it June and July? I always forget.
It starts at the tail end of May. I think it's the very last week of May this year.
So, as far as the financial report goes, the tax that we voted on in the beginning, has that been coming in? It seems like for a few months it was above what we had estimated, then I think there was a little bit of a lull, like right after the holidays, which would be, I don't know, that seems consistent. But do you think that we're coming in right along where we should be on that? Is it going well? Are we getting what we
I think,
want?
and I don't have all those numbers in front of me, I think we are on target. I think just like we've seen in the newspaper where sales tax has been down, and that's kind of out of our hands, so it's, but I think we're getting our portion of it.
All right. Can I get a motion to approve financial reports?
Oh, it's just consideration and
Okay.
discussion only.
All right, no action on that. All right, how about library director report? When it says tech devices circulated, what are our tech devices?
The blood pressure cuff, the laptops, iPads, like there's one other, oh, and we used to do the hotspots.
Okay.
But when that grant went away, you know, we reconsidered, is this something that we want to continue funding? And they just were not getting enough circulation to really warrant.
The hotspots.
Part, yeah, so.
Yeah.
If we find another grant in the future, maybe, but.
I think a lot of people have hotspots on their phone, so. What about So like you said, we have iPads and laptops. How, like what generation are those? How old are those?
They have got some age on them.
So that could be like a grant that we could look into.
I don't want to mess you up.
It only matters on the director's report.
Right, I didn't know if that's something that's technically on there. Again, if we find a technology grant, that's definitely something that we will be replacing them with, but.
Because, I mean, technology, after about 3 years, it's outdated.
Right.
Ready to move on.
The Libby checkouts always surprise me. Like 10,000 in February.
Oh, yeah, I
That's
use
crazy.
Libby all the
I
time.
do too.
Libby's a good one. So, and I'm assuming we can talk about this here, the position open, brief spot, can we talk about that?
Only if it's on the director's report.
Don't have it. I was gonna say, it is not on here, but feel free to shoot me any questions and I can,
Okay, so who's doing, so Wednesday we have family story time, which
Yes.
our former child library was doing, so is everyone just kind of filling in on that?
Linda Bard has been doing it for
Okay.
so long, so she's been our main person, but she was out this week, so it's. and, yeah, when she's
Whoever is
here-
around?
It was very lively today.
I love a good story time. All right, anyone else have questions?
I don't.
Okay. Did y'all do anything special for Read Across America this week?
Not so much here, just because we're trying to keep our regular programming going and, put out new book displays. We're actually getting ready for our Sequoia party that's on here. And so that's the big focus at the moment. We're gonna do kind of a soft launch this year and really promote it a lot harder next year. We were trying to kind of gauge how many people had read them and not have a giant explosion of kids.
Yeah.
But next year I'm really jazzed.
What is the kind of interest you have in that here? Is it,
So it's a children's choice kind of voting award. It's and it's the Oklahoma Big Award for kids. So if the kids read the 3 books, we have charms for each of the Sequoias. We always get all, let's see, what is that, 45 of them every year.
but you do have, I guess the engagement is what I'm asking. Is it pretty good?
We have better than a lot of the other small libraries that I talk to. They don't really even try. It's almost dying out. And so that's why we really try to promote it here. Some of them will get maybe 5 off each list, and then they kind of leave it at that. But we really like to not only get them and promote it, so they have a chance to have a say in what books they get to read in the future and what kind of gets an award. But it exposes them to things that they might not otherwise read. And there's some challenging topics in some, but we also like it. It keeps us diversified. And so we always got something new going on.
Do they still do the thing? Well, when I met and did it in the 4th grade, we drove to Tulsa. Do they still do like a big event or something with the winter?
See, I'm not sure. I've been a little out of touch with that too. We just try to.
Have the books available?
Sorry, that was really loud.
You have a lot of program, like clubs.
We do. Are you looking at like Thursdays?
Yeah.
So it alternates. There we go, if I can find the right one. So like the first Thursday will be one club. What order? So we have a craft club. So the second Thursday of the month will be drama club, and it kind of mixes it up and it gives kids a chance to participate in things that they might not normally get a chance to. And that way they don't get burnt out on fiber club or Lego club too much in a month.
So are these the kids that are usually here for after school?
Yes.
Coming here after school?
I'm kind of jazzed on our fiber club because at first they were all like, we don't want to do old lady club. And then when we had that big snow day and we were closed for Thursday, we had at least 5 of them all jazzed. They came in here, they're like, it's fiber club today, right? And we're like, no, it is Friday. So I'm very excited.
What is Fiber Club?
So we've alternated with different fiber crafts. It's a chance for, sometimes we'll do sewing projects. We've done macrame. They've learned how to knit, how to crochet. We're gonna do some wet felting this summer.
And who's,
It had previously been Bree, our youth services, and then again, it kind of alternates who knows what, but I'm gonna be the main step in till we get somebody who also enjoys those things.
interesting. Always something going on here, it looks like.
Always.
All right. Item 5, consideration and discussion regarding the new library building project. I actually just talked to Brian on my way here to tell him I was coming here. He said March 13th, final plans are supposed to be submitted. And he will send those out to everyone. I know he met with the architect last week. Where he gave him like his final suggestions from meeting with the that committee. So they should be done the 13th. And then we'll all have access to those plans, and if there's any like last minute changes we want to make, we'll get those sent to him, and then the trust will meet 2 weeks after that to approve the plans so that they can be sent to council by their April meeting. So, fingers crossed by April. So, but they're looking good.
So it'll
It's gonna be a great
moving
place.
along before our next meeting then probably, yeah.
Yeah, so once that's complete and goes to council, then hopefully we'll gain a little momentum after that. That will be nice. You start seeing things happen.
Perfect.
All right, moving on to new business. Anything?
I got nothing.
I have nothing. Anyone? All right, then can I get a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion we adjourn.
And I'll second it.
Okay, you got it.
Nikki,
Yes,
Madeline,
Yes.
Aaron, did I?
Austin.
Austin, I'm so sorry. I knew that didn't sound right.
Yes.
Thank you.
You only have a few boards to keep up
Yeah.
with. Try to figure out one for you. All right,
Don't envy you.
bye.
Yes. Yeah. I had one girl decide that she wasn't gonna play, her parents weren't gonna let her play 8U softball because of what the team name was,
Was it Lady Demons?
Demon Divas.
Or did she not like the Divas?
The demon. And I understand.
It's really hard to get around that one around here.
It is. and
You had that last year too with the 12U
Years
kid.
and years that have.
I get it, and it has been. It's been an ongoing problem, but I don't know what else to do.
You'll never make anybody happy.
You're not. So I had to put on Facebook today, I have room for one 8U softball girl. And within 15 minutes, that slot was full. I said, first come,
Are
first
you
serve.
showing on a zip tie?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I didn't bring my NOS. I didn't have time to stop and get one.
I'm not sure that's a great substitute.
Well, without my NOS, I can't have my dip in. So. And I've only had one NOS and one cup of coffee today. It's very rough. Did Emily pull up out there behind you? Who? Emily. She's on it. She just said she's coming in the car.
Okay, that's fine. slammed on the brakes, and then they were in the stop sign. I was like,
Are you watching us?
Who is?
The mayor. Oh. Yes, we're almost there. She's listening. We're getting closer every minute. That 6 o'clock time's not really. Check that drawer.
I know.
I have a pen, I'm sorry. Let's use this one. No, I'm good. I'm so sorry, I didn't know.
You guys move it forward to make it easier.
They moved it when I wasn't at a meeting, so I don't remember, I don't know why we moved it. I think it was Megan and Lene, and they're.
You would be correct.
And they both stepped down right after we turned.
Stepped down right after the
It
meeting.
doesn't really matter to me. I'm either getting home right before bedtime or leaving right after bedtime.
like 6 is okay. I don't know that it really matters what time it is.
It doesn't matter.
I'll be certain whatever time it is.
You'll be just running right on time, no matter
No
what.
matter what.
How long do we have, how long can we wait?
From one place to another.
I know she's on her way.
She's on her, we'll just wait. She on her way from somewhere in Perkins?
Yes.
As long as it's not North Dakota or something, it should be fine.
My flight lands.
Yeah.
She's parachuting out as they drive, they fly by.
Shooting out. As long as she doesn't like land in a tree, I think we'll be all right.
I wouldn't want to parachute in this wind today.
Man.
There she is.
There she is.
Today's better than yesterday, so.
I just texted you and asked you if you were close.
I was gonna. I need to be able to be in more than one place at one time.
I feel this. Or maybe like 15 places. I haven't cloned myself yet.
No, or teach somebody else to do the things.
Sorry to jump right in, but I'm gonna jump right in. Okay. Do it. All right. 1, call to order, roll call, and establish quorum.
Okay, Dustin is absent. Courtney?
Here.
Jody?
Here.
Leon is absent. Ashley is absent. Chris?
Here.
Emily?
Here. All right. 2, consideration and action on consent agenda. Any actions? Or discussion and possible action. Number 3, on items removed from the consent agenda. You guys see anything?
Oh, wait. Not items removed. You gotta do vote on the consent agenda.
Sorry,
It's okay.
first time doing this.
That's all right.
Okay, consideration and action on consent agenda. Make a motion?
To approve, right?
I'm sorry, was that you that
Make a motion to approve,
Jody?
right?
Okay, yes, that's correct.
I second that.
There you go.
Courtney?
We're all new at this. Yes.
Jody?
Yes.
Chris?
Yes.
And Emily?
Yes.
Gotta get used to new names.
Okay, 3, discussion and possible action on items removed from the consent agenda. I can skip that one. Okay. Number 4, consideration and discussion regarding spring sports leagues. Trent.
Okay. Last month, my numbers are a little bit different than what I thought I would have. I have 3 12U softball teams in Perkins, 2 10U softball teams, 3 8U softball teams,
What's that number again? On 8?
3 8U softball teams.
3, 8, okay.
Where was that?
You said 3 10 or 3 or 2?
Okay, I'll start over. 3 12U softball,
Okay.
2 10U softball, 3 8U softball,
Okay.
2 8U baseball, 5 10U baseball, 2 12U baseball, and 8 T-ball teams. With that being said, next year's 8U baseball numbers will be skyrocketed. After looking at all these age groups
And softball.
and softball, a bunch of these kids are still 6, and there's going to be a big influx of 8U baseball and softball next season. And I also,
4 8U last year.
and
So-
2 of you moved up.
Right.
I still have
There's
2. Yeah.
There's a bunch more 10U teams than there was last year, so.
So we were able to accommodate at least 4 8U
Yeah.
teams,
For now.
baseball at least, yeah.
For now. For now.
Good point.
Not much more than 4.
Cool though.
Is there any questions?
I think this will fall under the sports leagues. Is there a new mound?
I ordered the mound yesterday, I think. I finally got through to somebody to order me another full-size mound instead of that short.
So you'll have 2
Two-
regular size, or the
2 of those
longer.
9-foot, 90 inches or 99-inch mounds. So that short mound will be gone as soon as it gets here.
They're not like this, they're the,
It's that, you know that big red one I have?
Yes,
It's
okay,
another
good.
one just like
we're
it.
not gonna like break ankle stepping off to
Nope.
throw to second, like,
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
no, it's not like the tribes. It's just like the one that,
Just the-
the other one I have.
okay, cool.
I would not order one like the tribes because that is dangerous.
Yes, very.
Perfect. Okay, cool.
I was just gonna ask, do all of these teams travel except for the T-ball?
Yes.
That's all.
Yep. T-ball, there's no point to travel with a T-ball team.
Right.
Why wouldn't you want to do that?
And it sounds like we'll probably have a schedule next week, talking with Joe.
Yes.
He's gonna start the scheduling next, I think he'll be able to get it done
Yeah.
pretty quick.
He's working on it now, but
Well,
It's like it's
with
all-
the help of me, but he did not give me what he needed, but.
I don't know who's, he put in that deal that he's working on it, so I was just like, okay.
I was like, as long as everything turns in.
T-ball schedules are already done. The coaches know that they're in the men's bathroom in that storage closet over there. They have the code to that.
Are those starting, is T-ball starting the same week as
Yes.
everything? Okay.
Yeah, April 3rd, I think, is their first game. I think it's the
I
first.
wonder what nights. Like,
T-ball is Thursday. 8U is Monday. 10U is Tuesday. And 12U is Thursday.
Good, everybody has a slot, everyone's
Sure.
happy?
sure.
Sure.
Okay.
Deep breaths. You need help with that?
No,
Okay.
no, not now, no.
It's fine.
Okay, sounds good. Moving on.
Basically,
Anything else?
basically, it's fine.
It's
but
good.
It's,
There's just one team that's not happy, but I can't do anything to make them happy.
can't make everybody happy.
Well, we had like 4 teams unhappy last year, so we're doing great.
Right, exactly, exactly.
All right, anything else on spring sports leagues? All right, number 5, consideration and discussion regarding the Parks and Recreation mural contest.
Okay, I'm sending that out next Wednesday in the Wednesday folders for pre-K kindergarten, for pre-K and kindergarten, pre-K, oh my gosh, for the elementary school and intermediate schools.
Yes.
But they will be out next week. Ashley's got it, made a new flyer, so the things have changed. I found it, she sent it from her school email, which I didn't have saved, so it went to my junk folder.
Oh,
So it's there, I'll get them printed out, and she also talked to the art teacher, and she said as long as the Parks and Rec buys the paint, that they would love to paint the murals, the high school art class. We just have to supply the paint.
that's perfect. That's
So-
great. Do we need to?
What I'm probably going to do on that is when we have a work day, which is coming up, we will probably paint over the murals that we have now.
Are we just gonna paint the whole enchilada? Okay.
And go from there. That way it's a fresh canvas for them to start on.
Okay.
Any questions? We're good? All right, number 6, consideration discussion regarding the need for volunteer concession workers.
I have relied on older high school kids in the past to do concessions. Problem with that is all those older high school kids have now graduated. And if I will put out there, I know last year, the year before last, Lene did a group me for that. I don't know how to work group me to make one. If anybody does and wants to make that and share the link with me, I will put it on Facebook. And
It was a sign up genius.
Oh, so, okay.
I was like, sign up genius.
Well,
was
what-
what I
yeah.
was thinking of.
Same thing.
And
Not the same,
I think
but-
I made it.
Oh, I don't know.
But no big deal, but I should just be able to pull it.
Okay, and that's fine. So if you want to do that, and we'll share that again and get those slots filled up.
Yep. I will need the schedules, though.
Yes, I just know we start March 31st.
You just want me, okay, I can do
I
that.
know we start March 31st, and we're every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday night.
The thing is we might, well, I guess we will always have a home
Always have it.
game.
Always.
What times would they typically start like
The
this?
now, for the older kids, we're starting at 6:30.
How
What is
old?
T-ball?
8U and up.
8U and
No,
up.
I mean, how old do you want your volunteers?
Where I can trust them not to take money from me.
Well, I have to.
And
Already.
and your girls have helped in the
Yes, yeah,
concessions,
they've
so
done
I'm not worried
so.
about that. T-ball will start at 6:15, end at 7, and start at 7:15, and end at 7, and end at 8.
Okay.
I'll have 4 games a night of
So I was
T-ball.
thinking roughly to start putting your time slot.
Yeah, so T-ball will start at 6, the games will start at 6:15
Yes,
and
if
they
they
will
can
end
do
at
that.
8?
Yeah.
Okay,
So if they can be there, say 6 to 8.
yeah. Yep. Okay, I can work on that.
'Cause also, I know Ashley Dye's daughter, the oldest one, I can't remember her name.
Riley? Oh, no, Ashley dies. Okay, right. No, Ashley.
She has already hit me up to volunteer again at all. So that's great. I will use her. I just felt bad because she was always there, and I'm like, if you don't want to be here, tell me. She's like, no, I have nothing else to do. I said, okay.
Perfect.
Right?
Did you ever write anyone like volunteer hours or
If
anything?
they ask for
If
it.
they ask for it, we can do that. Okay,
Yes,
because that's
it
something
is
good to
all-
just,
And I did talk to the not the home ec group, the FCCLA group. And I told them at the high school, I said, look, I said, I can do volunteer hours for this. I just need to know if you need volunteer hours, this is perfect.
yeah, okay, good deal. I might just include that information too.
Yeah.
Good. Anything else? Number 7, consideration and discussion regarding food and beverage options for concessions.
Okay. I am going to cut down on some of the candies. Too much selection is too much. As far as food wise, we are going to still do the hot dogs. We're gonna do nachos, chips, all that stuff. Drink wise, if y'all want to get with me, because I'm gonna go in the middle of this month and start stocking up on it as far as drinks. So if y'all want to take some ideas, because I know Dr. Pepper sells well, Coke Zero, Mountain Dew every now and then.
I probably wouldn't do, I would do a Sprite instead of Mountain Dew.
Okay. Because Sprite did not sell well. Pepsi did not sell well.
I wouldn't do Pepsi. I would do Coke.
And I may go with a peak sweet tea in the bottle this year too. I mean, it's just something to think about.
Like, we could try a little bit of it, and if it sells, then
And I'll keep going, but if y'all can think of any, because I know on the candy, I'm gonna keep Snickers, that's always a,
Are you doing pickles?
yes. Oh
You
my,
go
Those are
like
always
crazy.
Good, yeah.
oh my, yeah, I'll go through almost 3 gallons of pickles a night, depending on how many teams are in. But yeah, the pickles go like crazy. But I'm gonna do Snickers, Reese's, Kit Kat for sure. And I think that,
Don't worry about
and I'll
it.
do the baby bottle pops, because those went like crazy, and the cotton candy. So that's just what I know sold good last year. Somebody asked me for Butterfinger, I tried Butterfinger, I sold
I don't,
one.
I think I don't feel like,
To that
Baby
person.
Ruth, I sold one.
Yeah,
mean-
don't.
I wouldn't do too much variety, because then it's just sitting and,
Yeah, and like I said, I'll go buy those boxes of chips, the assorted boxes again.
yeah.
For some reason, the only way you can get Cool Ranch Doritos is in the big, well, yeah, the $2, I had to sell them for $2 to even cover costs, not even gonna mess with it.
No, I wouldn't.
It's
I
not
would just
worth it.
get what you can get in those smaller bags. And people can,
They can eat what.
they can buy it, what we have,
Yeah.
Popcorn?
Yeah, popcorn's a staple. 'Cause I got those 2 popcorn machines.
Did the sunflower seeds go over well?
Sunflower seeds went over crazy.
Sounds like you've got it.
Okay,
Stick with those, honestly.
And suckers, I feel like suckers go pretty well.
Yes,
Stop doing gum.
yes, I did. Because I got tired of stepping on gum.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And with those 2 fake mounds out there, a kid steps on gum to get some of those mounds and it screws those fake mounds up bad. So that's kind of where I'm at on the concessions, just kind of giving you all a rundown of what I'm thinking. If y'all can think of something else. I thought about energy drinks.
It might, honestly.
And that's kind of where.
I think they go well. I think they go better when you're doing tournaments and things more than regular concessions, but
Yeah.
I was gonna get a liquor license for tournaments. No, I'm kidding, but that's kind of where I'm at on all that, is just,
Yeah.
my problem with the energy drinks is, oh, you don't carry this one. Well, no, I'm not gonna go out there and buy 2
No,
cases of every energy drink. This is what, I'll buy a case or 2 of NOS, just because if I don't sell, I'll buy it. That's what I live on. But either way, it don't matter. If we don't decide to do energy drinks, I'm fine with it. If we decide to,
You're doing the concession at the tournaments, right? So you're already, I mean, I would do it. Buy it in bulk and
and I also
have
need,
them for games also.
yeah, I was like, you could sell them at games,
And
but
then you'll definitely
I think
sell them
they'll
at the
go over better
tournament.
at
Yeah.
tournaments, but yeah.
and I also want y'all to, because I know I'm doing snow cones again this year. It wasn't really warm enough last year for snow cones. It was a weird baseball season
Yeah,
last
we
year.
had a cold season.
But I know grape's gonna sell well. And cherry, if we want to do a 3rd flavor, I need to know.
Blue. I know blue's not a flavor, but
Blue raspberry.
blue raspberry, yeah.
Blue raspberry, blue coconut, something like that.
Blue raspberry,
Blue raspberry.
probably.
That's just where, I mean, that's where my mind's at. And now that I'm focused on this stuff, because now all the signups are over, I can focus on this stuff now. Well, that's all I have on the food and concessions.
I think you've got it. Okay, number 8. Consideration and discussion regarding the need for umpires.
Same thing, I have had a nice 3-year run of older high school kids umpiring. I put a post out there, I've had like 3 or 4 hit me up. If you know any 14-year-old kids that might want to umpire, I am going to have an umpire training class with them on a Saturday.
What do you pay?
It is $25 for T-ball, $30 for 8U baseball.
A game?
Yeah,
Not a night?
yeah.
Okay.
No, it's a game.
24 for T-ball, and say that again. What was
30 for 8U baseball. 25, 30. 35 for 10U baseball.
1 or 2 umps?
2 umps and 10U. And then 40 for 12U baseball. And softball. I mean, 10s and 12.
Right,
I mean, in the 10 and 12, we'll have 2 umpires.
How many do you have now?
Off the top of my head, I think I got 6.
How many total do you need?
If I work it right, 6 will be fine, but they have to fill out a W-9, and if they make over $600 a month, they have to file taxes on it. So if I can keep them under that $600 a month, it'll make their life a little bit easier on a kid.
Yeah.
And if you know adults that want to do it, I'm not picky.
Yeah.
I got a couple of adults that umpired until those high school kids could get to me.
An employee of mine was reaching out to you. Amanda, you talked to her? She said she was texting you. You said beat her at the bus barn or something. She asked, do you know this number? I was like, that's Trent's number. She said she would, well, I'll get her back in touch with you. But she said she
Was it
would.
within the last 2 weeks?
I think so.
Yeah, it was not a good last 2 weeks.
I know. I have one, and But she's an adult, but I think she could just do T-ball or AU, which.
Okay. And I know Andy has reached out to me. Everson,
Oh,
AD. So I won't make him go to the classes more than likely since he's a baseball guy.
all right. Nothing to do there. Number 9, consideration, discussion, and possible action regarding scheduling field work days.
Season starts the end of March.
What does your list look like of projects?
I need to paint the buildings
Okay.
outside of them. Possibly power wash at Dixon Park, the concrete area.
Well, we'll have to power wash the buildings before we paint them.
Yeah. I mean, and
So that goes first.
clean the bathrooms at both sites, and clean concessions. And then I'm going to go buy some stick in the ground fence ties for now to try to get the fences to stay down on the bottom. I have a net to replace the net at the batting cage.
Okay.
I just need to get enough.
Hands to.
Oh, and it's a lot to hang one of those.
Do we have the net?
I do have the net.
What did they hang with? I don't know.
All the pulleys and cables and everything should be
Good to
good.
go, okay.
But the net itself has been needing to be repaired, and I got one at the end of last year. And it's sitting in my storage area, just waiting.
It's probably at least 2 weekends of.
Yeah.
Maybe, depends on.
Depends on how many people show up.
It's almost better to do, like, instead of a work day, like a project day, like this is what we're doing today, because you get people who are like, I'm not just gonna show up and I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
If you show up to get.
With a list of.
Yeah, I need 10 people to come hang, I don't know how many.
Right.
The batting cage.
Honestly, to do that net, I would say 5 to 6.
Okay,
And we're gonna have to have ladders, and I'm gonna talk to Mr. Roper, see if we can use his man lift even.
yeah.
And I know he told me in the past, if I need to use it, he'll be more than happy to let me borrow it.
Yes, he will. What about the, oh my gosh, what do you sit on when you're watching a game?
Bleachers?
Bleachers. Do we need to
People
put,
sat in those?
are they okay? Do they
I will
need?
double check, because Tracy and I replaced a bunch of boards last year
Yes.
that were rotted
Or
out.
some of those other boards, that's what I'm thinking of.
And I will double check those, so there may be that, and we'll have to paint.
We got those donated too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, Perkins Builder Supply donated those to me. If I need to, I'll get some more boards. That's a 2-person job, making sure all the holes are lined up and cut the right deal and.
And we'll have to paint those too if we
Yeah.
replace them, so, okay.
Need to look at a calendar.
Yeah.
I'm also talking to a guy to come in and raise the benches and the dugouts for free. It's a totally different. And,
Someone will do that.
Yeah, I got somebody,
Okay.
he's gonna cut the pipes off, put sleeves on them, like the softball, those things are horrible.
Yeah.
And the middle field bench is awful low too.
So,
So I'm hoping I can get that done, and he's supposed to come out and do that.
Just
would
waiting
it
on
be crazy to try and get,
aluminum benches someday?
would it be crazy to try and get people during spring break that are staying in town? Are you here?
People get spring
I know. I was supposed to. Husband got a new job. So could we try maybe 2 days during spring break
not take
and then
the
have, well, we could still have a weekend later.
Right, but-
Or see how much we can get done.
Yeah, if people are off work and.
Off work and
Kids.
around,
'Cause I can
nothing
even
going
have,
on.
I can have their kids go around with trash bags and pick up little bitty
My
junk
kids do
trash.
a lot on those work days. They can,
Yeah, that's what I'm.
they can do so much.
I suspect they'll draw crews off. I'm gonna have to work, but.
That's fine.
Draw my
See, you
kids.
might get a bunch of kids, honestly.
I
There's a
mean,
pretty good hand.
they can go through and pick up all the sticks that somebody decides to take out of my area in Dixon and put in the playground. And
What about like Thursday, Friday, like 19th and, no, 20th and 21st?
works for me.
Anyone opposed to that?
I'm not opposed. I really like the idea that you had though of like advertising, like, hey, these are the things we're trying to get done.
I think I could.
I think, yeah, I think it's
Because,
what we're doing.
like, if I had no context here and I heard, okay, we're just gonna be power washing, like, okay, we can get power washing done in a couple hours. I'm not gonna be there all day if I'm just doing,
Right.
like, I'm volunteering to help with power wash. I don't know, something like that. You know what I mean?
So like every time we do this, you kind of, everybody shows up and then we're like, oh, what tools do we need? Like it takes a while to get going.
Yeah.
And
It
so
really does.
it's nice to already have, this list is helpful in itself, but to already have people committed to working on certain projects before they even get there, so they have an idea.
Well, and if
you need
people
people-
need to bring
That's
bring a power,
Bring-
bring extra, bring a cord, you know, like whatever, then they know, like, okay. So if we can put together a list of things people can bring to be helpful, that'd be great.
Would those 2 dates work for you all, or you all?
I'm
You'll
working
be
Thursday,
The
Friday.
21st, or what is
Yeah,
it?
so it's Thursday, Friday, or we could do Wednesday, Friday to split it up, I don't know.
I mean, I'll be out of school, so.
Okay,
I'll be more likely to help on a weekend.
so we could see how much traction this gets and then do,
Follow up weekends.
yeah, the 29th? Do we have a tournament that weekend? No?
No, tournament's the 15th.
15th.
We have a tournament, the rec tournament, and not Perry,
No, Morrison.
Morrison.
We're in that too.
Yeah.
I also won't be here, we have a tournament.
So then you wanna take it on?
I'll buy you
I think if we do 2 days through.
Let's try the 2 days and then see if we can get another
Right.
one. Okay. Okay.
Because last year it was 2 days. And the second day was not as busy as the first day. So I did an all day Saturday, and then I had a couple people come back on Sunday and help me finish it.
And we could do those evenings too.
Yeah.
Like,
I was like, I wouldn't mind helping in the evening if
I could do that.
we could do that. Like
Like,
have
it's
some
not-
projects in the morning and some in the evening to catch different
Yep.
people.
Yeah,
Okay.
I could do an evening thing.
So I think I'll make a motion to host these on Thursday, the 20th and Friday, the 21st, these work days. And I can take on organizing the projects with you.
Perfect. Works for me.
Well, I mean,
He was hoping for
the
that.
names of the projects. I don't know what equipment we need or anything like that.
No, but yeah.
Okay, sounds good. We'll
I
work
think
together
if
on
you
that.
put it out there what the projects are, you're gonna get people who are good at those things and they know they are, or have the tools, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
if you say painting this, then people are gonna show up with stuff to paint if you don't already have it. And if you say hanging batting cages, I know a couple people who will show up because they're professionals at it. So if you specify the jobs and then let the people choose what they're helping with, they'll be more excited about helping too.
Yep.
I'll second her motion.
Yeah, then you'll kind of know what you're gonna get done and what you're not.
And we may not need the second day if enough people show up. I mean,
Very true.
The right people.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Once I take a vote, that's the end of the discussion. Are we ready to vote?
We are ready to vote.
Courtney?
Yes.
Jody?
Yes.
Chris?
Yes.
And Emily?
Yes.
All right. Number 10, consideration, discussion, and possible action to host a Parks and Rec equipment swap.
Oh,
okay.
Am I on the wrong one?
nope.
You're right. It has been brought to my attention by one of our board members that there are people in this town that may or may not have equipment for their kids to play sports and are a little leery of the overwhelming cost of baseball gloves, bats, batting helmets. I do have some but I'm getting a very limited stock on now. I went through and got rid of a bunch of gloves that were donated the leather was rotted. So if we pick a day to do something like that, it can be a Wednesday evening, it can be a Monday evening. And if you have something that somebody can need, bring it down. I will go over it with a fine tooth comb on like catcher's gear, batting. I don't want to send something home to a kid that is going to get them hurt essentially. And if those kids need it, I know it says swap, but more along the lines of, hey, this is what I have. Does anybody need this type of stuff?
Like a donation drive, really.
Yeah. I have some.
I think it's a great idea if people.
Well, I got some
donate.
batting helmets that you touch them and the foam it falls.
Disintegrates.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to throw a bunch of them away.
Yeah.
'Cause they're probably from the 1900s. Literally at this day and age, you can say that now.
Yep. I think it's a great idea, and you could put out there like, you know, if you have something your kiddo's outgrown, and you know you'd like to donate that back to the program, we'd love that as well. And
Could we just have people drop stuff off on our work days? Like make it a double? Okay.
But I will have to have somebody man that part of it. Okay, that's fine. But
Easy, I'm on it. But more of not come pick things up. Everybody can drop things off
Everybody
those
can drop
days.
things off and-
Then we can
We
put
can
out,
put
hey,
out
we
a-
have things. If you need something, contact Trent, and then they can come to your office during work hours and grab something, or
hours.
all the
you
time.
Call his cell phone and make arrangements at 24/7.
Yeah, pretty much.
that's right. You could also set up an evening too, like
Yeah.
you know or
Yeah,
you know.
and that could be easily like,
Yeah.
I'm already at the fields this night. Come up.
It's this time of year, so I'm watching everybody practice.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I just think, just for the future, we should do this earlier, which we tried to do it a couple years ago, but we need to do this earlier because people are already buying the
Well,
stuff.
that's funny. I had a mom come up and she's like, "What do I need to buy?" I'm like, and kids have never played.
Yeah, so it's a bunch of stuff.
And I told her I was able to do a T-ball bat for one of them, gloves for both of them, and batting helmets for both of them. With that being said, I did not have a bat for the AU boy. And I told her, she said, "What about they?" I said, "They're all illegal. They all have to go away. They're not BB core. They're not this. They're dented. The wraps bat, and there's just a bunch of stuff that is in that back office, and we're getting through it, but it's got to be gone."
So maybe when we post about that, you know, we're gonna take these donations, after our work days, we can, you know, if you are interested in coming to, or in need of
If you're in
some
need of it,
equipment,
we should.
please.
I mean,
Because
I don't know if we're gonna have any though, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to end up having to go through our catcher's gear too and get rid of stuff.
Yeah, I would just say, please contact us to see if we have something available.
So, and I told the mom, she said, "How much are bats?" I said, "Has he ever played before?" She said, "No." I said, "Go to Walmart, buy a $20, $30 drop 10 bat."
Yeah.
I said, "It needs to hit him about the hips." And I didn't have my phone. She went on a Sunday, and believe it or not, I didn't have the phone with me because I went out to eat with my wife, and I saw it the next day, and I was like, "Oh no!" But supposedly she got the right one.
Yeah. Okay.
I make a motion that we,
Do the equipment donation.
do the equipment donation on the same days of our, work days. 20th and 21st.
I second that.
Courtney?
Yes.
Jody?
Yes.
Chris?
Yes.
Emily?
Yes.
All right. Number 11, consideration, discussion, and possible action regarding potential parks and recreation activities for adults.
The adult softball went crazy. I cannot believe the turnout we had, to the point we are adding a summer league to it as well.
Nice.
I've already got people telling me to let me know when it takes place. About 4 or 5 teams already. So we did that. It took off without a hitch. I know we have talked about an adult prom type deal. Is that something, I mean, do we think that will work in Perkins? Do we want to even attempt that? I know there was also talk about a karaoke night.
Maybe.
I mean, and what would we, it just,
have a question about softball.
Yeah.
What time frame would you run? What would summer?
As soon as baseball season's over.
So it would actually start in May and June?
Yeah, May, June, stop in July, and probably pick back up in August because
As like the fall?
yeah,
So,
because that's
adult league.
how stupid it went.
Use the same umps for the adult leagues.
No, it's adult umpires. They'll have to fill out the W-9 too, so. And it's really a plate, or it's a mat, it's what I call it a plate mat strike zone, but it's really just a mat strike zone. I bought a little mat that sits behind, that's into the plate. If it hits that mat anywhere, it's a strike. As long as it's 6 to 10 foot tall. I mean, I made it really simple for the umpires. With the adult softball, like I said, it went off crazy. I turned teams away.
Not surprised. Not surprised. People love.
And we'll have to talk to the tribe and possibly use their fields on Sunday evenings for this. We'll have to rent the field, so my prices on that will have to go up. And nobody griped about the prices last year.
What did your fall league run? Like, what was the time frame? Mid-August to October?
October, November.
November? Even?
And I'm also thinking about when I raise the prices, do we want to get like a Perkins Parks and Rec championship shirt made for me? Right now it's just for fun, nobody keeps score. Do we want to go more serious with it? Oh, they keep, no, we kept score. We kept scoring, but
They're all cute.
we kept score. I'm not gonna say we didn't. My team kept score.
Do you have any problems with people being overly competitive? Like actual problems beyond just being competitive?
Not really, no.
Didn't have any fights or?
No.
That's my only concern would, if people had to care about the score, is people get.
It wasn't, it wasn't like that. But I did have to limit the home runs because of the 250 feet fences that we have in
Yeah.
Jackson. If we go to the tribe, it could be unlimited home runs, because if you hit one 400 feet on their field, you deserve the home run.
Right.
Breaking them over. I mean, I think it would be fun to add in like a shirt or something, like that way it's not something big that they're competing for, so you're not making it overly competitive, but it's something fun that they're adding in, yeah.
I'd wear it.
Right? Like I think
Probably wouldn't win it, but I'd wear it.
exactly same. Go get my own made just to pretend.
And it was also asked of me if we would do just a men's league. And I told them no.
Yeah, that's good.
I want to keep it coaches. Believe it or not, the wives keep the guys
Oh yeah.
a little more in check than what it would be like if it wasn't. So, I mean, if you all start to think about more activities for like that,
Pickleball?
working on something on
Okay.
that right now with somebody.
You know that, at Peters, well, it's not at Peters, it's the school's property, but that random area behind that little building and it's concrete,
Yeah.
that's a great area. You could, I mean, I know it's not ours, it's the school's, but
I could probably work something, I could talk to Mr. Ogle about that and see if we can do something like that there. It's just, I did not realize pickleball was such a huge stinking thing.
it is, and you get the older crowd involved.
Oh, no, it's the high school.
I know it's everybody, I mean, my kids love it, but it's just something to
You
offer
could pull,
for
it was like you
older
could
people.
pull some more of the community in.
Yeah, I mean, I did not.
That's kind of one of our
realize,
goals, I feel like.
Because it was even brought up to me, if I do bring pickleball in, then we could do pickleball tournament. I'm like, I've never even played. I said, does it get that competitive? And they say, yeah.
It does.
Gosh, it's ping pong.
No, it's not.
And they do pickleball at the church like, on Tuesday nights, I think.
But yeah, that's something I can talk to the school and see if I can get. We can paint that and make the lines. Building back there. I mean, that's fine. I don't mind. Mr. Ogle and I have a great working.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
So, yeah, just as you all think of more, just take notes, write them down, and then we can put them on agendas and see if we,
So if, Alicia wants to put one in, what's her name?
No, Alicia.
Rains? Sorry.
oh, at Oak
At
Park.
Oak Park too. I mean, this is thinking of places with a lot of space.
Yeah.
There's potential.
Yeah, you might could do it in the gym area, like, do the gym.
They have like in a,
But it's a big open.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. Anyway. Okay. Anything else for adults? Did you have something?
no,
Oh, okay.
I'm not really big on like the prom thing. I could see people turning up for karaoke or like a trivia night type of deal.
That might be and like I said, we just need to brainstorm and write them down, and I'm sure we can get something going.
I do like me some trivia.
Trivia night sounds fun. Okay. Are we good to move on?
I think so.
Okay, number 12. New business. Under the Open Meetings Act, this agenda item is authorized only for matters not known about or which could not have been reasonably foreseen prior to the time of posting the agenda or any revised agenda. New business? Nope.
No.
And number 13, adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Go for it.
I second.
Jody motion, Emily second.
Yes.
Courtney?
Yes.
Jody? Yes. Chris?
Yes.
Emily?
Yes.
Fantastic.
I have to go paint now.
Hey, just